Hello everyone, welcome to Ada 24/7 English Medium channel. So today we are going to discuss and talk about a very important issue that has recently surfaced in the news, and that is related to Assam crackdown, the crackdown by the Assam government on child marriages in India. So the crackdown began sharp at 2nd February night, 2 a.m. Police locked the door and arrested 2,000 people. There is actually a list of 8,000 people who have been accused of child marriage, a list of 4,000 that are to be arrested has already been prepared, and of the 4,000 list, 2,500 or more people have already been arrested. So there are 4,074 cases of child marriages in India, one of the highest in the country. And on January 23rd of January, Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma of Assam, he announced about the massive crackdown on the menace of child marriage, because there is a high rate of IMR, there is a high rate of MMR in the National Family Health Survey. But before discussing the details, let us first know what the entire story is all about. So a few weeks ago, or a few days ago, Chief Minister of Assam announced this decision that the Assam police and the government will be taking up a strict action against the rampant case of child marriages in the state. So Assam already has a high rate of IMR, that is the infant mortality ratio, and MMR, that is the maternal mortality ratio, because of high rates of child marriages. 31% of the child marriages in the state are from the prohibited group. What is the prohibited group? That is, as per the POSCO Act and several legislations, no individual should get married before 18 years of age. And then we have the child bride 7 to 8 years getting married, carrying a baby at a very delicate and a decent age of say 11 years. That is, even medically it is not allowed, it is not possible, it is very harmful. And by the time of 18, they are having 2 to 3 children. As many as 1 lakh child marriages will be targeted in the state of Assam. And there is an issue, there is a debate going up against it, that most of these child marriages are because of romantic relationships, most of these child marriages are voluntary. But how do we know? And even if they are voluntary, should they be allowed? Is it good for the demographic dividend of that particular state? You can see this data on the rate of child marriages, the marriages of females before 18. So India has definitely seen a steady decline. According to United Nations Population Fund report, earlier there was a rate of 47% child marriages in India, and that has come down or declined to as low as 23% in percentage terms as on 2021. And this is also, a similar figure is also being shown in the National Family Health Survey. So this is the entire issue. Any person guilty of child marriage is liable to get arrested under the POSCO Act. Child marriage is defined under the POSCO Act as marriage before 14 years of age. Alright, and also the government has appointed the Gram Panchayat's secretary as the additional chief protection officer. Now let us come down to some of the key findings of National Family Health Survey in Assam, especially for the state of Assam, that 31% of the women between 20 to 24 years of age were married before the legal age of 18. And this is obviously much higher than the national figure according to the National Family Health Survey 5. And 11% between this delicate age group were already mothers or pregnant before even attaining the matured reproductive age of bearing a child. And again, the high rate of teenage pregnancies, the rate is higher than the national average of 6.8%. And you can see Dhubri state is the highest. Dhubri district has the highest prevalence of child marriages. Married women are not permitted. In a non-permitted age, the teenage pregnancy is also very high in several districts of Assam. And now talking about the status of child marriages in India, usually states in the eastern hinterland we have West Bengal, Bihar, northeastern states like Tripura, Assam, and then we have the state of Jharkhand has a higher rate of child marriage. Now also you must note that all the states with a high rate of tribal population also suffer from child marriage, but on a positive note there has been a reduction that has been seen in states like Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Haryana, again a higher rate of tribal population that were earlier infamous for child marriages, they have seen a reduction. But in states like West Bengal, Tripura, Bihar, Jharkhand, still the average age of getting married, the average age of women getting married below 18 years of age is still as high as 40%. And United Nations Population Fund report has also stated that because of the pandemic, because of the loss of employment, loss of wages, the reducing trend can be seen in a reverse scale with higher rate of child marriages that was seen in the state of Rajasthan also. Okay, but on an overall average, India has overall seen a definite reduction in child marriage. Now let us come down to some of the laws that have been formed by the government of India as far as child marriages is concerned. You all know that our national leaders, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, our national leaders like Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, they undertook a very stern campaign against child marriages in India, and the Child Marriage Restraint Act of 1929 was formed. It was also known as the Sarda Act. This was the very first law in our country related to child marriage, and in this very act itself, the minimum age of getting a female child marriage was fixed at 18 years, and the minimum age of getting a male child getting married was fixed at 21 years. Okay, and then we also have the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act. Under this act, the marriageable age for the male was also 21 and female was 18 years. All right, and child marriages, obviously there is legal punishment, legal action taken against child marriage under this act. We also have reforms in personal laws like the Hindu Marriage Act also was updated, and even though there are no stated punishment against child marriage, but also under the Hindu Marriage Act, child marriage is prohibited in the sense that if a girl child is married before the age of 15 years, it can get cancelled. And the POSCO Act is a very stern act. It aims to protect the children from the violation of human rights. Okay, and under this act also child marriage is a punishable offense with jail term and fine or both. All right, so tell me in the comments below what is the minimum jail term and what is the fine against child marriage in the POSCO Act of 2012. Let me know in the comments. The answer will be declared after some time. All right, thank you so much. I hope the issue is crystal clear to all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Till then, see you in the next class. Join me at Adda Express sharp at 5 p.m.